equals 2x the square root of x plus 3x squared. Yes, any questions, Tariq? Okay, I'll have to mute you, so sorry about that. So let's say we're asked to find the average cost. This is the average cost. As we did before, c of x over x is 2x the square root of x plus 3x squared divided by x. Anyone remembers what is the next step? What do we need to do? Anyone remembers what is the next step here? No one? Did I mute myself? No. Anyone?
I'll guess. Simplify the x.
I cannot simplify in a sum. What I can do is separate, as we did, separate into two fractions, and now I can simplify. What is the first fraction equal to? If you remember, I explained that if this is one term, you can separate in as many fractions as needed. In this case, we have two terms at the top, so then two fractions. So what do we have here left?
X square root x.
After simplification, what is left from this fraction?
2 square root of x.
Very good. After simplification, what is left from this fraction?
3x.
3x. And now let's say we are asked to find c of x over x prime. Can anyone give us the answer? Can anyone differentiate this for us?
1 over 4 square root of x plus 3.
Leave the constant alone. You'll make your life always easier. Leave the constant alone, differentiate the square root of x, and you get 1 over 2 the square root of x. Now we simplify because this 2 is in the denominator and this 2 is in the numerator, so we only have 1 over the square root of x plus 3. Now, what if we are asked to evaluate when x is 4? So then I have c of x over x prime when x is 4. What do I do? What should I do to this expression when x is 4?
Just put 4 where the x is, where's the square root of x?
Very good. 1 over 2, square root of 4 is 2. 1 over 2 plus 3, 6, 7 halves. So the rate of change of cost, the average cost, so remember, two measurement units. Cost per unit, dollars per unit. So the average cost prime, the rate of the average cost is 7/2 dollars or $3.5 per unit. Okay, so we did that. I want to look at the derivative, the formal definition. Where is my derivative? Right here. Please choose a function. Please choose a function and let's find f prime using the formal definition of the derivative. If not, I will choose a function. You allow me to choose a function? I will choose a function. So let's say f of x is negative 2x squared plus 3x plus 7. with differentiation rules immediately, what should I find? What is the answer in a blink using differentiation rules?
Negative 4x plus 3.
Good. But this is what I know I'm going to have to get. This is the answer I have to get. But the problem is asking us, find f prime of x using the formal definition of f prime. So again, can anyone give us the formal definition so we can write it again? We wrote it about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago.
The limit of h as it approaches 0.
Very good.
And then the difference quotient.
Yes,
Correct.
awesome. F of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Perfect. So this I have. This piece is negative 2x squared plus 3x plus 7. No one can do anything to little h, but this is the one I don't have. So can anyone dictate f of x plus h for this function? The intermediate step. You can't give me the whole thing yet. So what is the intermediate step that I have to write? Just this piece I want to simplify it. And then put everything together.
Negative 4x plus h.
So it's negative 2.
Oh, okay.
In parentheses, x plus h squared. Be very careful because there is no need to distribute this, changing it into 4 and putting it in. It's more complicated. You always square this and then distribute negative 2, not the other way around because it's more difficult. Trust me. Plus.
Oh, it was my fault. I was misreading f prime of x, the answer we already got.
Oh, yeah. No, this is what I need to get. I need to get this with a formal definition. I differentiated using differentiation rules just to make sure that I am going to get this answer. I'm not going to fudge it. I need to get the answer, and I know what to expect. Good. What will be the next step for f of x plus h?
Plus 3.
Yes.
Plus
Excellent.
plus 7.
Awesome. Brilliant. That's all I needed. So now negative 2. Can anyone give us this?
X squared plus h squared plus 2xh.
Okay. Excellent. Plus 3x plus 3h and plus 7. Only now I will distribute the negative 2. Negative 2x squared minus 4xh minus 2h squared plus 3x plus 3h plus 7. Awesome. So now I have this. I have this piece. I put a limit. Please do not separate the limit from the difference quotient. That will be a mistake. Please write from the very beginning f prime of x. Please copy the limit as h approaches 0. And please watch me run out of room. I'm sorry. What can I do? So I have to copy all this. I'm going to copy it here. Negative 2x squared minus 4xh minus 2h squared plus 3x plus 3h plus 7. Maybe I can make it this time. Remember, there is a minus in front. This minus has to be distributed to all three terms. Can anyone tell us what to write?
Plus 2x squared minus 3x minus 7.
Divided by h. Maybe I can make it here. Now, remember, two things have to happen every time I'm looking at the difference quotient or the limit, but the difference quotient mainly. Two things have to happen. What are those two things? Can anyone refresh our memory? If they don't happen, something is terribly wrong. Do you remember what are those two things that have to happen every time I calculate the difference quotient?
Isn't it everything but h has to cancel out?
All terms x, brilliant. All terms without h have to go away. Let's see. The negative 2x squared with the positive 2x squared. the positive 3x with a negative 3x, and the positive 7 with a negative 7. What is the second thing? Brilliant, thank you. Who was that?
Son.
Thank you. So what is the second thing that has to happen? Don't even look. Just remember it and always make sure that it happens. What is the second thing that must happen? Otherwise, we have a terrible error somewhere. What was the yes, go ahead.
H from the denominator has to go
Must go away. If this h does not go away, I have a terrible error somewhere. But it will not go away before I factor out h from these three terms. So let's factor out h. And please tell me what you have left in there.
to be negative 4x, negative 2h, plus 3.
That's it. Now these go away. And now notice that the limit operator does not disappear. It will disappear now because I'm ready to put in the answer.
So it would be negative 4x plus 3.
That's it. Because when h approaches 0, this will go away. When h approaches 0, this term goes away. And now, exactly what I was expecting. Here it is. This is what you should do. When you see this problem, you should say, let me differentiate first to see what I am expected to get. It's fine. It's not cheating or anything like that. See what you get, see what you need to get, and then
I'm guessing we'll have a question like this on the test.
there is no guess. It's a guarantee.
Oh, it's a guarantee. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's talk about domain, finding domain. So for example, if I have a function 1 over x plus 1, and then if I have another function, the square root of 2x minus 3. How do I find the domain of this function?
Set the denominator to 0.
Good. X
is
plus
not-
1 cannot equal 0, which means x cannot equal
Negative 1.
very good. Perfect. So how do I write the domain in interval notation for this function? Anyone?
Will it be from negative infinity to negative 1, and then it's that's fine. Then from negative 1 to positive infinity.
Good. Very good. What do we do with this one?
Do we set it greater than or equal to 0?
Yes. What?
2x minus 3.
Excellent. Very good. So 2x greater than or equal to 3, x greater than or equal to 3 halves. How do I write the domain in interval notation? Awesome. Thank you very much. Who was that?
Natalie.
Thank you. Thank you. Can anyone give us this?
Negative infinity to 3 over 2.
Careful, careful.
Uh-uh.
Let's do it one more time.
It's bracket 3 halves,
Very good.
comma.
Awesome. Great job. Good. Awesome. What about interest formula? So this should be also listed here as number 9 or number 10, interest formula. If you remember, it's A equals P, principal 1 plus R, interest rate over N, raised to power N times T. This is what we did from review in chapter P, or R, sorry. It's P in another class. It's R in yours. So give me a principal that you want to invest. Give me an annual interest rate, and give me the number of times you want to compound the interest.
Can do like 20,000 for the principal.
Very good.
Rate could be like 5%.
Very good. Immediately has to be changed into a decimal. Awesome. And how many times do you want to? You want it daily, you want it monthly, you want it quarterly. How many times do you want to compound the interest per year?
Do daily.
Daily. So this is 365 days. And T, number of years. So you want to deposit the 20,000 for how many years?
10 years.
Excellent. So all we have to do, always remember, you only have roughly 12 questions. I think 11 plus 1 I wrote on this test. On test 1, half of them should take you a cumulative 5 minutes or 10 minutes. If you know what you're doing, half of them should take you 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not asking you to rush. I'm only saying that this is just a simple situation. I think 20,000, 1 plus 0.05 divided by n, which is 365, raised to n times 10. Do not calculate piece by piece. You will introduce too much error, potentially. So what I'm going to do, where is my share button? Okay, so we are going to put it in the graphing calculator. You know me, I prefer having the calculate the function here, but let's not do it because it's just 1. So all have to be done in with one stroke, please. All calculations. Divided by 365, close, caret. I like parentheses, you already know, 3650. And press enter. So 20,000 at 5% per year, compounded daily for 10 years, will give us in 10 years, let's see what amount, 32,973, and you have to use 2 decimal digits. So 2 decimal digits will give us 32,973.30 because it's 2, 9, and then 6. This is a number 5 or larger, so I have to round this up to 30. And yes, please do not forget the measurement unit. Okay, what about the equilibrium point? If you want, we can add it as a concept here. It's very important. Number 11, equilibrium point. Okay, so we have a demand and supply function. Give me a demand function. Give me a supply function, and let's find the equilibrium point. Okay, x squared plus 1. And let's say x plus 2 squared. I'm asked to find the equilibrium point. I just made them up. If we get a weird answer, don't get upset. We are just practicing. So